Guys, it's CT with CT's Touch Horses /dogs. So I got Darling in the pen. I got a young friend of mine. He's a young and upcoming horse trainer. And been on Darling. You guys have seen me work with Darling. Some of you have, some of you may haven't. But I've been on Darling 4 times. And I got her where she can at least be saddled and rode. So what I'm doing is I'm just checking out my man's skills, and I'm going to just watch him, see how he counteracts Darling's actions, see how he handles this horse. I don't make crash dummies out of people. I've already explained to him enough about this horse for him to use his knowledge to keep himself safe and to keep the horse safe. So without me saying anything, I'm just gonna watch this young man and just see what he does. So he came in the pen, and before I turned the camera on, decided to record. He had already kind of, I tell you guys, I mimic like I'm brushing them off. So he saddled her without no halter on. He called her to her, called her to him, and she came and she stood untied and took a saddling. And once I complete the round pen work on this horse, everything, guys, that you see me do in the round pen, I'll be able to do right out there in the wide open. So my round pen training is just to set the foundation for the behavior that I want outside the pen. Some people stay in the round pen way too long. Some people don't stay in there near enough. So depending on a horse, there's no set time that you should stay in there. It depends on the horse's progress. But if you know how to use your round pen correctly, so my round pen is a training pen. It's not a riding pen. It's a training pen. It's to bring horses in here to train, to set a foundation, to confine the area so we'd have a safe place for both of us. Safe place for this horse to learn her training. There's still distractions out here most of the time, guys. As you know it, my dogs are running around. The other horses may be right up here at the gate. But regardless, she has to focus on me. So if you've seen the playlist on Darling, and if you haven't seen it, if you're just running across this video for the first time, just check out the playlist and see where she started. She's really good on the ground, but she's got a long ways to go once you get up in that saddle. So again, like I said, I'd explained to my man, pretty much gave him enough information about Darling, but I just want to see his horsemanship. I just want to see how he reacts to her reactions. So right there, he's flexing the horse. All right, let me fix something for you right quick before we go any further, man. So flex that horse left and right again. Huh? Where's your hands at?
Above my saddle horn.
Above your saddle horn. Flex it to the other side. Where's your hands at?
Above my saddle horn.
All right. Where was your hands at when you was softening the pole?
Beside my saddle horn.
You worked that horse above your saddle horn. You soften her up right there in the same above your saddle horn. You don't go down to your knees. You don't ride a horse down there, so don't start teaching and handling her down there. You ride your horse. Anything you do with your horse is right up above, right?
Yeah.
Okay then. So that's where you ask her to flex at the pole too. So now grab your little reins and just pull up on both reins and watch where her head goes. So that's where you teach your horse to flex at the pole as well. You see, there's a lot of trainers and a lot of people you see go down there. Some of them go way down there to their knees. You know what I'm saying? But where do you ride a horse like that at? Nowhere. So why teach him like that? Huh?
It's extra training.
Exactly. All right. Carry on, my man. Do whatever you're going to do. I told you guys the Darling's kind of ouchy to the spurs. Now, is she going where she want to go right now, or is she going where you want her to go?
She's going where I want a little bit, but she's kind of a little stubborn.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. But I'm just wondering, is you asking her to turn, or
She kind of cut my trouble short.
now once you got her bent at the pole, now give her some slack back. Give it back to her. Don't hold it right there. If she come up with it, then you can take it back, but don't hold it right there. If you didn't ask her to take off in a lope, don't let her take off on her own if you didn't ask her. I said if you didn't ask her to lope, don't let her lope on her own if you didn't ask her to. There you go. You made her go back the direction you wanted. Guys, what I'm going to do, I tell you guys all the time that it takes quite a bit more than you guys think to make these videos. So I'm going to stop the camera for a minute and I'm going to move the dogs so you guys don't have to listen to me over the dogs barking. So I'm working the camera, so I'm able to zoom in on this young man. I'm able to narrate this video. But when I'm out here by myself and I just got it on tripod, then I'm not able to do that for you, And that's why I tell you guys, man, if you can, if you can give a little back for what I give, I got a Cash App, $CTEES, touch, CT's touch. If you can help a man out, then I'd appreciate it. But don't think I'm on here begging. I don't do this for the money. My page was up for years before I even monetized it. So I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it because I love it. But I'm giving you guys a lot of valuable information for free. So if you can help a brother out, it'll be appreciated. Good right there. You asked her to stop. Change directions on her. So now you guys seen Darling when I first started touching her with the spurs, and even the other day when I started riding her, how she just acted up and a lot of head shaking, didn't want to ride out. But this is what progress does. This is what training does. And Darlin's a horse that's older horse with bad habits. She taught her trainers or her riders how to leave her alone. I guarantee it. So being older and now she's getting a new outlook and being made to do some shit that she should have been doing in the first place, she ain't liking it. So she's fighting the system. I got some people on there that come on here and make comments about horse abuse. You know, those are the kind of people that let me know they don't know a damn thing about training horses, you know. So I don't pay a lot of attention to those people that make those type of comments, because if they look at the rest of the videos, then they'll know that I'm not abusing this horse. I'm training, I'm teaching. You know, this horse has abused someone else and will hurt somebody if I don't do what I do, you know. So again, I don't turn off my comments. I don't frown upon those people that make the nasty comments. It just lets me know that a lot about them. But now you see she's starting to settle down. So now at any time, Kobe, I want you to just ask her to go into a little, speed her gait up a little bit, and then eventually get into a little trot. But keep her, stay soft on the reins. Don't get up over yourself, man. Don't get up over that saddle horn. Sometimes I look up and I see you got too much of your weight for it. Yes, sir. Stay in your seat. Get her back over there and get her right back in it. If you guys remember, I was telling you guys that when I first got on her, I could tell that there was some stuff going on with her when you ask her to do things to the left. So right now she's still trying to fight the program. She's not going to learn a whole lot right now till she stops trying to fight it. But the way you get one to stop trying to fight it, you got to make them go ahead and do what it is that you're asking them to do. That's okay right now. The main thing is just keeping them moving, keeping in that pace right there until you ask her not to. We'll start teaching her to stay over and follow the reins. But right now, let's just kind of get some of that wind out of her. But at the same time, we keeping her safe, keeping you safe, and keeping her in control. So he's not doing bad with her. Lift up on the rein a little bit. Ask her to flex at the pole when you, as you're galloping, and then come off of it. So what I've learned about Darlin is once she starts getting hot, she wants to fight. She wants to fight. And all right. Now let her go. She whoa, she stopped, let her go. Don't try to hold her there. So what he did, since she was fighting a little bit, he made her go ahead and keep circling, but then you stop and you do something that they can do for a minute. Do something that they could do for a minute, but then go right back to what you were doing.
Get up. Get up.
Hey, just a kiss and a little touch with your spur. You know, a lot of people want to talk to horses in words. Horse language is and a squeeze. That's what horse language is. That's how you talk to your horse.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. There you go.
When you get a chance, pick up on the reins, feet forward, set back, and ask her to whoa.
Okay.
Let her find the stop. Don't just try to make her stop. Let her find it. Let her run into that bit.
Whoa.
Give her a couple of steps back. Lift up first. Get that head down. Now feet forward. Step back. Good. Now go right on back into your gallop. See how she gets. There you go. So this is how you fix these kind of horses. And like I say, when something's already been taught a whole bunch of bad habits, then it's, in most cases, longer to fix. You know, those habits wasn't created in a day, so you don't break them and fix them in a day. Now just relax and let her slow down herself into a, because your body motion is going to relax. Your seat's going to relax, and when everything relaxes, what does she do?
Relax.
She slowed it down without you even asking her, because your energy relaxed.
I like that what she was doing too. She felt me.
Yeah. Now, when you come around, just slightly lift up on your inside rein and take her across the middle of the pen. Did you ask her to go? So what I want you to do next time she take off without you asking her, you just reach down and turn her into the fence and go back the other way. And if she take off that way, you turn her in the fence, come back the other way. And then when she slows down, then you just relax.
Let's go. Good.
Get off the rein a little bit when she's doing whatever you want. Get off that rein. Drop your hands a little bit.
I got you.
You can always grab it, but once she's doing what you want, then that's how you teach your horse to ride on a loose rein. Now just relax, say easy, sit down. Lift up on a pole, make her get her head out there. Take her around and walk like that with a pole, flexed at the pole. Every now and then just pick up on it and let it go. Remember, if she starts trying to take off, don't pull her back, let her go, but then just roll her back into the fence. Don't say nothing. Just turn her back into the fence, go the opposite direction. A horse should move out on your seat, your body position, or your kiss. If I pick my rein up and slightly lean forward and squeeze, that's what tells my horse to go. So see, she's still throwing her head up for a minute because she's still not sure about everything, or she still ain't trying to comply to this teaching that we're giving. Get you some rein, lift up, make. Good, right there. Get her pole down. Make her flex in the pole. And you notice, guys, all we got is we don't have no tie downs. We don't have no martingales. I don't train with that. I teach a horse to respond to pressure on the bit. Draw you some reins up, Kobe, where you don't have to work up so high. Where you can stay right around in there in that saddle horn and work for a minute. Now, at some point in time, I want you to just take the slack out the rein, feet go forward, weight shift back, and holler whoa. But like I say, let her find the bit. And as soon as she stops, slack. Instead of just trying to pull her down or pull her into the stop.
Whoa. Good.
Now, once she stops, feet come down to a resting position. You don't hold it there, because if you hold it there, then that's when we want to start teaching her to back up. Flexor, left and right. Now just kind of drop your rein, push your rein forward a little bit, lean forward slightly, and just a little kiss and a little squeeze with your calf muscles. And that's how you get a horse to walk out. And eventually, soon as you lean forward, she'll walk out. Now, as you're going around, so in that walking gait right there, I want you to just walk her in some figure eights in this arena. You're just gonna slightly lift up on the inside, take her across, slightly lift up on the inside on the other one. Just slightly. Use the whole arena. Whichever way you want to cut it. So she's fighting it for a minute, but yet he's kind of confused on what it is that he's asking. So you picking up on that inside rein way too much. You ain't needing as much as you doing. See, a horse will tell you if you're doing how soft she is in the face. If you pick up too much, then she's going to overturn. All right, we're going to come back in a minute. He's doing pretty good. We'll come back here in just a sec, guys.